ऑटोनॉमी का मतलब ये वो संस्था है जो अपने एग्जाम्स खुद करा सकती है और अपना करिकुलम खुद सेट कर सकती है. Today again the vision of the government is to create employers, not employee in the country. Teacher or a students want to publish a patent, we support them financially. We do rigorous evaluation of a faculty member.
What happened suddenly? What changes were brought in that the number of patents went up to 21?
From first year, we make sure that we start working on an idea of a student. We help them through funding.
Hello and welcome to shiksha.com. I am Deepak Singh with you. आज हम आए हैं नोएडा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में, एक ऐसा इंस्टीट्यूशन जो अपने प्लेसमेंट की वजह से, अपने स्टूडेंट्स की वजह से और अपने कॉलेज की वजह से, अपने कॉलेज कैंपस की वजह से, अपने इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की वजह से काफ़ी नाम कमा रहा है और एक बज़ क्रिएट कर रहा है एजुकेशन सेक्टर ऑफ नॉर्दर्न इंडिया में. हम बात करेंगे आज इस कॉलेज के एग्जीक्यूटिव वाइस प्रेसिडेंट मिस्टर रमन बत्रा जी से. रमन जी, आपका बहुत बहुत वेलकम है शिक्षा.com पर.
थैंक यू.
आप क्लेम करते हैं दैट एज पर द रैंकिंग्स यू आर नंबर 7 इन नॉर्दर्न इंडिया, नंबर 1 इन यूपी एंड इवन ऑब्वियसली नंबर 1 इन नोएडा एंड ग्रेटर नोएडा रीजन. कैसे मैनेज होता है ये सब? ऐसा क्या डिफरेंशिएटिंग किया गया इस कॉलेज में कि ये सब कुछ अचीव हो पाया?
At our institute we became autonomous 2 years back. ऑटोनॉमी का मतलब ये वो संस्था है जो अपने एग्जाम्स खुद करा सकती है और अपना करिकुलम खुद सेट कर सकती है. ये क्यों ज़रूरी है? आज की डेट में टेक्नोलॉजी चेंजेस विद द ब्लिंक ऑफ एन आई. इट इज़ सो फास्ट चेंजिंग, यू कैन नॉट वर्क इन अ रिजिड curriculum. Because of that, we became autonomous, and again we were the first private institute in the state of Uttar Pradesh to get autonomy.
When did it happen?
So it happened 3 years back. So it happened in 2019 where we became autonomous, and our first batch of autonomous will be getting into 3rd year now. So by 2024 we'll be having the first batch passing out from our college into autonomous.
When are these things introduced? In which year? Does that happen in the first year itself or way forward?
So very great question asked. So typically starting from the first year, we have very unique concepts which have been introduced, like design thinking is one of them, and we introduced it through a school of future skills like emotional intelligence, critical thinking. Then you have storytelling, you have creative skills, you have design thinking skills. All these are being there, which are being created into a framework, and we give these skills starting from the first year, which goes to the final year. Into different semester, different skills are being plugged in.
Okay, so does this thing, as you said, the autonomous status given to the college gives you the freedom to create your own curriculum as well and your own syllabus. So does this impact the intake as well? Our students, upcoming students who select their college, their future college, they get impacted by that decision?
Yeah, largely we have seen from past 3 years the attraction for an autonomous college from nearby areas of students are huge. From past 2 years, we are doing one of the highest admissions in the state, where you find we are at Greater Noida where more than 70 institutions are there, and there are few who are fighting for their existence, where we are doing one of the highest admissions of the state, because student knows, today's student is very aware because of technology and information technology. They have it in hand through internet. They go and do proper research that why to join an institute. So if you are joining an institute which gives you a flexibility to work on your interest and create future what you want, obviously a student will opt for it. That's why autonomy is very important. Our national new education policy also talk about more and more autonomy. Under autonomy, you can do your own curriculum, you can do your own course structure. In our college, our classes are very differently designed. It is not standardized classes that you have one theory section, after 2 days you go and do a lab. We have interactive classrooms with an interactive 75-inch technology board where a teacher can write, can share notes, can record lectures, can show PPTs, can take out data from any computer a student on working on can work on. So today it is very important to use technology as a digital tool in education and take it to a next level.
And if I speak about the competition in the sense, the colleges which are probably at par with you on the NIRF rankings, If I speak about those colleges, what do you think stands out most in NIET apart from the autonomous stature?
One of the things which is very starkly different is our program towards entrepreneurship. Today, again, the vision of the government is to create employers, not employee in the country. If India needs to be a great country, it's very important that every institute in the country should contribute to the national vision of the Honorable Prime Minister. In our college, from first year, we make sure that we start working on an idea of a student. We help them through funding. Second year, they start working on their product into an interdisciplinary. There can be a student of computer science with mechanical, with electronics working together. Third year, they make a product. We support them again. And fourth year, they should be able to pitch. So it's a very holistic program. Students who want to do their own startup, they choose us. Students who want to go and work in a corporate, again, they learn this process maybe after 5 years, 10 years, working into a job. They have a dream to do their own startup. So the foundation blocks are being given at our institute at a very, very different way, very creative way. And we keep evaluating them. It's a regular feedback system which keep happening, and we call it as a happiness feedback. So we were inspired with a country by named Singapore, where you enter an airport, you go to any washroom, you have a happiness quotient. Similarly, we introduce any student who is coming from admission to the placement, what kind of happiness I am giving to a student, right? That's very important. So we want to create a happy digital smart campus. That is what we look forward for.
When a product is thought and probably a lot of research is required, how far how good a potential of research is in this institution specifically?
So from past couple of years, our focus shifted toward research. We have different policies to enhance research at our campus. For example, if any teacher writing a paper, we give an incentive of 15,000 rupees as the first author. If a teacher or a students want to publish a patent, we support them financially, take care of all their mentoring, plus their financial component of putting fees across. So in last year itself, we have published 21 patents, where if I talk about 4 years, we were not able to do even single. So that is an exponential change which is happening. And again, it is very important for the complete ecosystem of education that research should happen. Because once we have just finished our teenage, so we are like 20 years old now. So it's very important that stage of maturity should come into the institution. More and more research should happen. More and more commercialization of products should start happening at the campus.
4 years before, there were not even a single patent. What happened suddenly? What changes were brought in that the number of patents went up to 21? What in terms of faculty, in terms of student, in terms of college support? What were the differences which gave you then that kind of result?
So under autonomy, one flexibility what we got is we started making our faculty free on their daily routine. They started working more on their research. Point number 2, there is a lot of awareness which Government of India is doing towards IPR and research. Apart from that, in our curriculum itself, we said that any student who is coming to NIT in 4 years should publish at least one research paper. So how to write a research paper, how to do a patent, what all process is there, sensitization of all these processes were being undertaken, and a lot of workshops are being done. So students started coming up with their ideas more and more. And we created a complete IPR cell which is dealing with this and helping students to take the research papers to a next level. So we don't want any smaller idea to die at the institute at any point of time. It should come to a next level.
आपको 3-4 जो पिलर्स होते हैं किसी भी एक अच्छे कॉलेज के, स्टूडेंट्स हो गए, फैकल्टी हो गए, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन हो गए, गवर्नमेंट सपोर्ट हो गया, इन चारों पिलर्स का मजबूत होना और मजबूत बनना बहुत ज़रूरी है. एक बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट पिलर, लाइक आई सेड, इज फैकल्टी and management. Obviously you have great thoughts and great plans, as we are seeing here, but faculty, how do you ensure the faculty is of good quality here and they also adapt to the future kind of things that you are saying, coming up in the institute, innovations, entrepreneurship, which are design thinking, they also adapt to these things? How do you ensure it?
So whenever we take a faculty member, we do rigorous evaluation of a faculty member based on their research, based on their qualification, based on number of years of experience, based on adaptation to a digital technology they have. We recruit a faculty member, then we have wonderful scheme for them for a better retention, and we give them an environment where they can learn, relearn and apply. So for that, for example, we are a Coursera campus. As you know, technology is getting changes with the blink of an eye. New branches like artificial intelligence, data science, IoT, cyber security are being introduced in the curriculum. Getting these kind of faculty members trained and certified are very difficult. We tied up with them. We are spending around 3 lakh rupees per faculty member. We give them a login ID. We say that your growth is depending upon how much reskilling you are doing, your upskilling you are doing. So they do different certification through Coursera, which are industry and university aligned. So in a year, typically minimum mandate is 6. Once they do that, they have certain qualification to go and give their knowledge to the student. Similarly, for the students, we have deployed Coursera. So it's a credit program what we are doing for our students. Every student does 4 certifications in a year. That means 2 from industry, 2 from foreign universities like you have Harvard, Yale, Oxford, Michigan, so many universities. They learn at the end of 4 years, a student gets 16 certification. Now the student is not only industry ready, they are absolutely adaptable to the area of interest what they wanted. If suppose I am a student, I wanted to do cyber and I need international certification. We have created a platform where a student gets number of certification and get into their own specialized area. So that's how autonomy has given us wing, and a wonderful blend of technology and people are being created for a better results.
So in case you are interested in taking admission in NIET, you can probably consider NIET as your BTech college. For more details, you can visit shiksha.com. Thank you so much, Mr. Batra, for speaking to us. Thank you so much.